Death. We often ignore this critical aspect of everyone's life. Some of us are afraid of it. Some of us are in complete ignorance. Why there is so much stigma around it? Why people are fearful of it? Is it due to the unknown? We don't know what lies beyond the other side. How does it feel? Every religion has their own explanations. Some are confusing, some are meaningless, some may make some sense. But we do not know, and let's not assume. In Hindu scriptures, there is a ritual called Bhairavi Yatana. Yatana means extreme suffering. When someone dies in a place called Kashi in India, and in their last moment, if they maintain some sort of awareness or consciousness, they will go through an intense phase of 40 seconds where their lifetimes of accumulated karma will play off in front of their eyes, and their lifetimes of karma will be dissolved. They are liberated. Sadhguru has given some insight of Bhairavi Yatana in his video. You can find it in the description. The idea of Bhairavi Yatana may look confusing or bogus, a backdated superstition. But recently, scientists have found and discovered a similar concept that may happen when you are dying. What happens when we die has been a source of mystery for science for centuries. People have wondered and tried to figure out the process of death. A recent study suggests our life really do flash in front of our eyes in our final moments. Recently, while treating an 87-year-old man, neuroscientists recorded a dying brain using the process called EEG. It was the first time ever that the scientists had recorded the activity of a dying human brain, according to the team. Rhythmic brainwave patterns were observed to be similar to those occurring during memory retrieval as well as dreaming and meditation. This supports a theory called life recall, that we all relive our entire life in the space of seconds like a flash of lightning just prior to death. According to the researchers, in fact, the brain may remain active and coordinate during and after the transition to death, and may even be programmed to orchestrate the whole ordeal. The researchers took EEG recording from his brain before he eventually underwent a fatal cardiac arrest. EEG is a method for recording electrical activity of the brain that involves electrodes placed along the scalp. Dr. Zemmer from a University of Louisville says we measured 900 seconds of brain activity around the time of death and set a specific focus to investigate what happens in the 30 seconds before and after the heart stops beating. Just before and after the heart stopped working, we saw changes in specific band of neural oscillation, so-called gamma oscillations, but also such as delta, beta, and alpha oscillations. Brain oscillations, or commonly known as brain waves, are pattern of brain activity that are normally present in living human beings. The different types of oscillation, including gamma oscillations, are involved in high cognitive functions such as concentrating, dreaming, memory retrieval, information processing, and conscious perception, just like those associated with memory flashbacks. Dr. Zemmer said, through generating oscillations involving memory retrieval, the brain may be playing the last recall of important life events just before we die. This challenges our fundamental understanding of when exactly we die, when exactly the life ends, and generate important subsequent questions, such as those related to timing of organ donation. Today, scientists found exactly what was written as Bhairavi Yatana thousands of years ago. It is interesting how old Hindu civilizations have been able to understand the process of life and death so deeply.